Hello, beautiful people. It's your girl Prettychoice, and you're welcome to my channel. How are you all doing? I hope you all are doing well. If you're my old and returning subscriber, thank you for watching me. Thank you for supporting me. Today is your first time you come across my video. You're highly welcome. Kindly click the red button down below and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell whenever I post a new video. You will be notified. So guys, in today's video, we're going to be talking about this lady that says Arabs don't hate black people. I was like, wait a minute, what is she talking about? Okay. So guys, I came across this video on TikTok and I decided to share with you guys to also know your opinion about this video. So for me, in my own opinion, for me, I would say not all of them are hating black people. I know a lot of them are hating black people, but not all, because I've also experienced a lot of hate from them, and I've also experienced a lot of likeness. Like some of them don't really hate black people, but some of them do really hate black people. So guys, yeah. So, I won't reveal more details about this video, so I'm just gonna leave you guys to enjoy the show. And don't forget, let me know what you think about this video by dropping down your comment below. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, keep watching me, keep supporting your girl. Without further review, I will see you all in my next one. Bye.
Why do Arabs hate black people? I was asked that question. Arabs don't hate black people. Newsflash. Okay, our prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his imam was a black guy named Bilal. So they have nothing against the black race. It's just majority of Arabs or Muslims that dislike black people have either been wronged by them or some way wronged or have heard stories of multiple people being wronged or taken advantage of or murdered or something by that race. So they hold a grudge against that race particularly, but not all Arabs hate black people. It's against our religion to discriminate against skin color, especially since there are a lot of black Muslims and we don't judge about them. So it's majority of whenever Arabic people are cautious about black people, it's either because something happened or they just heard a story. For example, 9/11, how do most people compare Arabs or associate Arabs? That's a perfect example. Why do Arabs hate black people? I was asked that question.
Oh my God, I don't even know where to begin with this post. I don't usually post my opinion on stuff like this. My TikTok is really more for just having fun and enjoying life and spreading positivity. But this is something that affects me. My children are biracial. I'm their mom, I'm white, they have a black dad, and this is something that has affected me and my children in the Islamic community. And I feel that I need to speak out. You do realize that just because someone is white and they have a black husband and they have biracial children doesn't mean that they're not racist or that they don't hate black people. Just because you're Arab and the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessing be upon him, was Arab, and Bilal was the one who called the adhan. He was not his imam, by the way. You cannot claim that there's no racism. Arabs aren't racist because of that. There is no racism in Islam. That is correct. But there is so much racism amongst Muslims. That is also correct. And you guys want to walk around saying, oh, we're not racist, we don't hate black people. But go try to marry one of them. Go try to marry one of their daughters. Go try to marry one of their sons and see what happens. And then tell me if they're not racist. I had a situation where someone came up to me at a wedding and was like, oh, my brother is looking for a wife, and I heard someone told me that one of your daughters was single, she was looking for a husband. And I was like, oh, yes. So here I am, my white self, And they were like so thrilled to try to hook up their brother with my daughter. And then I called my daughter over. She's brown. She's African American. She's mixed. You should have seen the look on their face. They went from this to, and then all of a sudden, the conversation went dead. So they were so excited to hook up their brother with my daughter, who they thought was white. But then when they found out she was brown, oh, they no longer wanted to pursue that. Interesting. Let's stop making excuses for racism. Let's call it out. Let's say it how it is. Nobody wants to hear excuses for why Arabs don't like black people. Are you kidding me? Let's call it out and say that it's wrong. Let's call it out and say that it's so prevalent in our communities and that we need to fix this problem and it needs to stop. I really could go on and on about this, but I'm just going to stop it here and see what you guys think about this. But I just want to say, I don't think this sister had any like evil or ill intent. I think it's just some ignorance.
Why do Arabs hate black people? I was asked that question.
I'm going to say from personal experience, they are. Many, not a lot, not all, but a lot. I've traveled to Arab countries, a few Arab countries, and probably the best experiences I had was in Egypt. They were the most friendly. Worst experience was in Jordan. When I went to Jordan, I mean, people were just talking so much shit. And I mean, I couldn't even go shopping anywhere because they were just trying to up the price, and then they were just like giving me the stink eye. So then with the men, Arab Muslim men in particular, and maybe some Asians too, I wouldn't doubt it for a second, they will only sleep with black women, but they will never ever marry. Never, because they don't want to do.
A little bit confused about why Arabic people don't like black people.
Of course you are not confused. You don't want to say the truth. Everyone knows majority of Arab people don't like black people. As a black Muslim, the most racist people I come across are Arab people. And guess what? Those Arabs who are racist towards me are fellow Muslims. Do you Arab people think we don't know how you used to call black people Abid or Abd, which literally means a servant or a slave? Let me share my experience with you. In the city I live here, we have 3 different mosques: the University Mosque, the Turkish Mosque, and the Arab Mosque. From the name Arab Mosque, you should know the majority of people who went there are Arabs. Even their khutbah and everything is in Arabic. And this happens before Corona, before social distancing. You know, if you are standing next to somebody in the mosque, you have to connect your toes with the person. I came across several Arab people who doesn't want to connect their toes with mine. So I went and asked the first person that did that shit to me. Instead of him to apologize or say something, he ended up asking me a question that has God ever sent a prophet through black people? Like he wanted to convince me that there's something wrong with me.
Why do Arabs hate black people? I was asked that question.
Some of you guys don't deserve to be on this internet or to even give an opinion of what you think, because you are part of the reason that society don't understand how harmful it is to let certain people talk. Black people have not done anything to Arabs at all, not a damn thing. But you know what Arab people have done in the past? They have enslaved black people. They took North Africa for themselves. Shocking. Oh, and by the way, isn't an Arab slave trade going on right now? Or are you trying to deflect from the fact that the racism that your people do to Africans are on their selves, not on Africans? You guys need to pick up a book and read about your own history.
Majority of Arabs or Muslims that dislike black people.
Are you kidding me right now? Like, did you really just compare what people that have been enslaved for like over 600 years to one 9/11 attack? Do you realize that there's black people that are Muslim that experience not only Islamophobia, but also being black in America? Did you realize that Arabs that come to this country, America, can put that they're white to get loans for their businesses? Did you know that Black people cannot do that and they're easily discriminated against to even get loans? Did you know that?
Why do Arabs hate Black people? I was asked that question. Arabs don't hate Black.
Y'all, please watch the rest of that video. At first I was gonna make a reaction video along with the sister that was there, but yeah, I'm kind of disgusted. You know what's really disgusting to me, besides the fact that this girl kept talking in circles? It's the idealism that she has that's really disgusting. I've had the privilege of growing up around the world with a lot of different races and a lot of different cultures. So because of that, I think I already have a certain patience for that. That and my family is, like I said, mixed as hell. I don't like how she tried to say that most of the Arabs that don't like Black people are taking it out on the entire race because of stories they've heard or somebody of the Black culture has wronged them of some kind. Here's where I'm tripping out at. If you're going to generalize everybody like that, then none of us should be associating with anybody. I shouldn't be associating with Asians because it was an Asian teacher that put me in a hot bath of bleach and tried to scrub the black off of me with a metal brush. I was only 7, by the way. I shouldn't trust any white person from all the craziness that I've endured, being called out my name, having people come to me talking super ghetto, and I don't talk like that at all. Hell, for that matter, I shouldn't even want to associate with my own race, with the amount of racism I get from my own race. That doesn't make it all right. And the fact that she tried to use her religion saying, as a Muslim, we're not supposed to hate her, anyways. That's crazy to me because you just gave all these examples of hate and then tried to compare it to the hate that Muslims get since 9/11. I don't agree with that either. I just really hate when people generalize for no reason, like for no reason. And if all it takes is one story or one person to do something to you for you to take it out on their entire race, that lets me know that you already had hate in your heart and you were already waiting to just do that. When I tell you majority of the time I was listening to her talking like a bumbling idiot, I rolled my eyes most of the time and laughed at her like, you are delusional. Everything you just said was just pure hate. I know I often say, BML, Black Lives Matter, Red Lives Matter, but honestly, I'm just against hate.
Why do Arabs hate Black people? I was asked that question.
All I'm going to say is this is the most common reasoning I've heard, and from speaking to Asian people, Arab people, of course, white people, it's the same. They heard a story about how somebody got robbed or one of their family members tell them some bold-ass lie or whatever, and so now they racist and they don't like Black people, when the fact of the matter is majority of y'all have been wronged by your own people more than you've been wronged by any Black person. Trust me. Okay? But y'all be cool with that? Okay? Y'all ain't saying nothing about that. At the end of the day, just say y'all don't like us. We personally don't give a fuck. We just don't like people playing in our faces. Because if we went around and say who we don't like, oh, now we got a problem.
Why do Arabs hate Black people? I was asked that question.
Okay. I couldn't help myself. I had to comment on this. Not the colonizers trying to explain away their racism by saying they had negative experiences with Black people when they are the ones who invaded Africa and then participated in the slave trade and in sex trafficking and in mass pedophilia. I'm just shocked. Like, There are dirty people in every race, but the power dynamics between Arabs and Africans alone should dictate that the majority of them being racist is solely based on their own prejudices and using it to justify their oppression of us.
Nothing against the black race. It's just majority.
I'm going to preface this with saying that she is not a racist. I know a lot of people are calling her a racist, but she's not a racist at all. Now, she didn't articulate herself the best. Might have sounded kind of ignorant. And was she completely honest? No, she was not. She was not completely honest. There is some disdain between black and Arab men. Let's just be honest about that. I know y'all say the Arab not a race. Yeah, it is a language. Middle East, whatever you want to call it. Whatever you want to call it. It's not getting these words semantics, but there's clearly a problem, period. I can't get into too much detail about just TikTok, so I can't tell you how I really feel about this situation. But she wasn't keeping it all real. She need to tell you guys the things her husband says to her and other Arab men says to her about black people. That's what she need to tell you. She need to really tell you the truth. You dig what I'm talking about? They gone.
I have asked that question. Arabs don't hate black people. Newsflash. Okay.
Girl, be fucking for real right now. You guys are still involved in slave trade. You did it by selling Africans years ago, and you're still doing it. And because you cannot be able to do it physically, you're using apps. There are literally like 4 apps for buying and selling of slaves in Arab countries. Who built those apps, and why are you guys still doing this? Because there are videos and of women being mistreated and being sold online, and it's African women, and they come to your country, they are either into your country's Middle East, they are either being mistreated or even raped, and the wives know about it. So please, you guys are racist as F. Most of you are racist as F.
Confused about why Arabic people don't like black people?
They have no reason why they don't love black people, because they feel so guilty in their heart. We black people, we are so innocent, because we have never harmed nobody. We have never done anything bad to any race in this surface of this earth. So people feel so guilty, And first of all, we are the first people on the surface of this earth, We came first, And no matter what, no matter whatever they try, they can never put us down, Black people are the first people on the surface of this earth, So we are never guilty, We have God in us, Our heart is full with mercy, love, We are the people of God, the chosen people of God. So we don't worry about anybody hating us. If anybody let him just keep on hating us, We black people, we are proud.
Why do Arabs hate black people? I was asked that question.
So much love.